Hey guys, I hope this works. This is like a different, I never did a coloring video out, well I have done coloring videos out on the patio, but I have not done a coloring video out on the patio with this little tripod and my new camera. So this is kind of a different setup. So I hope you can't see my giant fat rolls. You probably can, but that's alright if it is. And I got pollen on me from, I brushed off the table and I got pollen on me before I sat down, so. Anyways, it's a beautiful day today outside. It's Sunday, and it's like 80 degrees and sunny, and I thought, we decided to stay home today, so I thought I will color today. We are having a color along in the Deborah Muller group, and it runs through next Saturday. So it's any fairy picture that you want to color, and then at the end of the week, I'm going to draw a winner, and they'll receive a free PDF of Chubby Fairies, or if they already have Chubby Fairies, then they can choose a different one. But it's for a PDF version. And I will link our coloring group in the description section of the video, so that way you can join in. And there's freebies all the time, and we have lots of fairy freebies, so even if you don't have one of her books, you could always print off one of the freebies and participate that way. But so, I don't know, I just thought I would color out here and kind of chat, and we listen to the wind chimes and the birds, and I know someone on my street is mowing their lawn because I can hear it. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and my neighbor won't start mowing, because if he does, then that'll really suck and I'll have to stop, but I don't think he's going to mow today. So, yeah, so I just thought we would color and chat because I haven't done this in ages. I haven't colored in a while because, well, I had slowed down on it a lot, and I missed it. And I didn't slow down on it because I'd lost interest. I just slowed down on it because I was kind of feeling like overwhelmed about life in general. And I don't know, I'm back to where I want to be coloring again. So yeah, so I started. So I thought I'd show you what I've been working on. I did do this picture. It's hard for me to see what you guys can see. I did do this picture from Deborah Muller for their our mermaid celebration. It was the Scary Mermaids week, and so this was one of the freebies that she had in our freebies file, and I actually don't have the Mermaid Nightmares book, which is kind of surprising for me, I know, but I don't have it, so I printed out this one and I did it, and I used my Blick Studio pencils and also Prismacolors, and then I used the Posca here, and then I put some Wink of Stella, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see like the Wink of Stella or not, because I don't know if you can see sparkle in this light or not. And then also I wanted to show you, I had started this a long time ago, so this is upside down for me because I'm facing, it's kind of weird, but I always color upside down anyway, so I figured it wouldn't matter. I started this page back in the winter time, at my mom's. It was in February. She fell on the ice, and I had to go out and stay with her for like 4 or 5 days while she was recovering from that. And I had started this, and I didn't finish the leaves. They had like this whole bottom portion of the leaves was, yeah, this bottom portion of the leaves wasn't done. And so I went ahead and I finished them, and I'm going to complete this too when I'm done with the fairy picture from the Deborah Muller group. So yeah, I used my Spear Farben pencils on this. Royal Purple, Apple Green, and Rose are the 3 colors I've been used for these leaves, because I always get tired of coloring leaves just plain green, and we get those, I don't know what the technical Latin term of them is, but we put those plants in our garden as like to go in between the flowers and fill in the, we call them Wizard's Mix, and they're often purple and green, or like a maroon and green. They're really pretty, so I was like, well, that's kind of different. So I'm excited to finish this one, actually. That's the only page I have colored in this so far. So my table, as you can see, has a Christmas tablecloth on it. Keith said, well, you might want to put a tablecloth down, and the only one we had that we weren't, you know, he put, so how about a Christmas one with it? I said, that's fine, it doesn't matter. And so I am going to color this page from Chubby Fairies. I printed this off of the PDF form, and I'm going to color it for our color along. So yeah, but the table has like I'll show you. It's metal, this one, and it's got like little holes, you know. And so I wanted to make sure that it doesn't like make a pattern on my page. So he put the tablecloth down, and then I've got 2 pieces of cardstock, and I also grabbed bottom of a 24 pack of pop or whatever. So, and I'm going to be using Prismacolors. Let me just put this whole other page away so it doesn't get blown out or anything like that. I'm going to use Prismacolors, and I guess that's it. I don't even know. I think I'll color her at nighttime because obviously it's got the stars. And I've seen a few people color from this book before, and it's really, really cute. So I don't know. I just like her little cute little round butt. I think it's super cute. So I'll grab my glasses. I'm trying to decide if I want to color her like normal flesh tones, or do I want to do like pink or purple. And I'm leaning towards pinks because I haven't done a pink skin in quite a while. So I don't know. We'll see. But, and I got my pencil sharpener handy over here. And let me get my pencils together. So what do you think? Pinks or purples? I just don't know. I always don't like using normal skin tones if I don't have to. I'm just kind of like that. I like using fantasy type skin tones. Or she could be blue and the background could be like a deep blue for the nighttime. That might be kind of pretty. I think I should do her blue. I don't know. We'll go for the pinks. So let me grab my glasses, put them on. Like I said, this is a really different setup. Like the little tripod is different and I'm not used to it. So I don't know. What do we want to start with? I know I should go light, and then if I need to deepen her up, then I will. What is this one? This one's pretty. This is just called Pink, I think. Pink, I think. Yep. Well, we'll just try that. I'm going to sharpen it because, as you can see, it's kind of blunt. A little bit more. Okay. So, I'm trying to see where we are, and I'm thinking I might zoom in just a little, and I don't want to tip the camera over, so let me see what I'm doing here. I don't want to, okay, there we go. So now let me take my glasses off. Sorry to be such pain, you guys, I just don't know what I'm doing exactly. So it's hard for me to see because there's a glare on the viewfinder. So I can see this part over, and if I turn her this way, am I coloring in camera? Oh, okay. Okay, I think that'll work. If it doesn't work and you can't see, you're just going to hear a bunch of birds and the wind chimes and everything, but that's still relaxing. So I'm just going to get started and lay down a base of this pink, and hopefully we won't see little lines from my table. I thought I could also just be quiet sometimes. I don't have to talk the whole time because, you know, it's pleasant to listen to the birds and the wind chimes. But I could talk occasionally. And I never filmed like a color and chat with this new camera, so I was thinking about just going until it like turns off. You know what I mean? Like my old one used to shut itself like after 32 minutes. It would turn off or like separate the video for safety reasons or whatever. It would keep recording, but it would split the video up after 32 minutes, and then it would start a new one. So I'm kind of curious to see what this one does, if it does the same thing. So I think this looks like it's pretty smooth. I don't see any lines from my table underneath there. And then I'll do this part over too. Piece of pollen on there. Here, bumblebee. We have hanging plants around here, and there's bumblebees that get into them a lot. We were going to go, actually today was supposed to be, well, yesterday we went and watched vintage baseball, which we always do that if the weather's decent, over at Greenfield Village. And then today we were going to do that also, because they play every Saturday and Sunday. But then we were kind of thinking about, Keith wanted to see if there was still any more, he wanted to go get some marigolds, because we didn't plant any marigolds this year, and we kind of missed them. So he was like, well, I'd like to see if there's any marigolds left at anywhere. So we were going to go out and look for some marigolds today. Originally, we thought we would do that if we didn't go to baseball. And then we said, well, we'll just play it by ear when we get up, and we'll see how we feel. So we got up this morning at about, like, I don't know, 8:30 or something, and that side's a little bit darker than the other one. We got up at like 8:30, and we went out and got our coffee, and we went out and sat on the swing and had coffee out here on the patio, and we pretty much just sat there and swang and talked and went through a pot of coffee and decided that we weren't going to go to baseball, and then we decided to not go to look for flowers, that we might do that tomorrow instead, see if there's any left. But I want to get a few new bird feeders. I like our finches a lot, and I wanted to get another finch feeder, a bigger one. The one we have is probably like an average size one, and I want to get one of those ones that's really tall, so that like a whole bunch of finches can come get on it at the same time. I mean, I think the most we've had on the one we have now, I've seen like maybe 5 or 6 on there, which is still a good amount. But I want one of those really, really tall ones, so you can get like 10 or 15 finches, on there all at once. I love watching them. They're so delicate and bright colored, and they make me happy. And then I wanted to get another one of our type that I can just put some jelly in for the Orioles to come. We have Orioles in our yard now. We didn't before, but our neighbor put out an Oriole. Has been putting out food for the Orioles, and it's drawn them over to our yard. And so I thought, well, since they're coming over here anyways, we might as well have food for them out. So so I want to get like another flat feeder where I can put some jelly in for an Oriole. Because I love watching the birds eat, and it just relaxes me a lot, and makes me happy. I'm trying to see where exactly I'm coloring. I know there's probably a shadow when I color, but I don't think anybody cares. So I remember when I filmed out here before, I guess it was probably last summer, or maybe it was even the summer before that, it looked a lot better than I thought it would. Like on camera, it wasn't as dark because our patio is covered, so I thought it was going to be too dark, and the camera angle was going to be really weird, but it wasn't bad at all. I told Keith, I said, you can come inside, come out here while I'm doing this. You don't have to stay in the house or anything, because we have 2 tables on our patio. We have the one I'm at is like a high table that you could eat at, and then we have a glass one that's for like a lower one that you like have coffee or whatever. Conversation table, I guess, is more what it's called or something. And so I said, you can come out here and read or swing or do whatever you want. But he said he was going to go play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's his favorite game at the moment. Alright, so now I don't want her to be entirely pink. I want her to have a little bit of a purpley tone to her also. Or maybe just brighter pink. What do you think? I don't know. Purpley tone also? Not a lot, just a little bit of one. How about... You know, one of my favorite ones is Dahlia Purple. Like, I reach for that a lot. Yeah, we'll use Dahlia Purple. And I'll kind of deepen up these areas here. It's just one of those colors that I'm drawn to. It's pretty. I think we're going to grill some hamburgers later. When I say we, I mean Keith. We talked about getting pizza because I've been kind of hungry for veggie pizza. So that's my thing. And then we talked about getting one last night when we came home from baseball. But his parents weren't really that hungry because I think they've kind of been snacking throughout the day. And we ate a pasta salad that I made to take to the baseball game with us. So we weren't super hungry either. So we kind of just ended up snacking around. I warmed up for dinner last night some leftover spaghetti that we'd had a few nights ago. And we didn't get the pizza. And then we said we'd get pizza tomorrow. But we had a hamburger that was laid out. It wasn't frozen. So I said, well, we'll probably need to make that burger. So I guess I ended up making this a purple fairy. We'll see. Anyways, so I said, you guess we need to use that burger. So he's going to grill burgers today. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy. So I said, well, then tomorrow would be a good day to get pizza because we can't cook out. And if we're out and about looking for flowers or whatever, and I'm getting my bird feeders, then I got to deliver a little bit of Avon also tomorrow. So I said, then we can just pick up pizza while we're out. So that's what we decided to do. Can't see perfectly well out here because, like I said, it is a little bit dark, but I think I see well enough. Besides, I'm not trying to be a perfect artist or anything. And then I want a little bit of a lighter pink. What's this one? Let me try Deco Pink. I'm going to sharpen just so you know. Or maybe I should just use white to blend it. No, I already sharpened. We're going to use this. We'll try to blend it a little bit. Then I can throw a little bit of white over it. As soon as I saw this picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to color it. It is so stinking cute. She's definitely having brighter skin than I intended her to have, but that's okay. Everybody doesn't have to have normal skin, right? And the fairy can be just as bright as I want her to be. Now, I have a white here, but it's just a little nub. I'm going to see if it can work or if I have to get a bigger one. once they get down kind of far, I have a hard time holding it. Like, I know a lot of people can use them, you know, when they get down to itty bitty, but I can't hold on to them very good. So I can only use them so much down at the bottom. Then I put them in a bag, like a little baggie, pencil bag. That's what I'm looking for. And Keith uses them. I've got like quite a few white stubs. I get white when I go to, anytime I'm like, well, I haven't lately because I haven't been coloring lately as much, but when I go to, before when I was coloring like frequently, like, you know, 4 or 5 days of the week, I would, anytime I had to run over to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something, I would just grab a white Prismacolor, and then because I use them with everything, I keep a white Prismacolor in all my pencil cases, because no matter what other pencils I use, I always reach for a white Prismacolor. So I always would make sure I was stocked up. And I think the last time I had to go to Blick because I was doing something last summer, I was coloring a picture from Julia Speary's Whimsical Wonders book, and I ended up going over to Blick and getting myself another neon pink, and I actually bought 2 neon pinks, and then also I bought some of the, I think, parrot green or something like that, or parrot blue, I can't remember what it's called. I bought 3 more white just to have them, so yeah. So that's not bad. She's, like I said, a little bit brighter than what I intended, but that's okay. I need to get my drink. It's over here if I can reach it without bumping the table, because I'm thirsty already. There we go. I definitely don't want to knock this camera over. I think it's kind of precariously balanced as it is on this spindly little tripod. But I pulled myself out a Gatorade to drink because I knew I might get thirsty out here. Seriously, I color so slow. Like, look how long it took me just to do those 2 little spots on her shoulders. And that's okay, though. We don't have any place else to be, do we? Okay. I don't know, do you guys do, like, in smaller sections and then go for the big area? Like, to me, this is a big area, her back. I think I'm going to do her butt, maybe. And then I'll work my way up. So I might have her turned this way, this way. Well, I don't know. Some way. Kind of weird. I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason why we go in certain ways, or we turn our page a certain way, or do certain areas first. Like, I know a lot of people do backgrounds first, and then they do like the person, and I'm the opposite. I always do my background last. My hand blocking. I don't want to. Trying to see. I just want to make sure that I've got you guys where you need to be, so that you can see what I'm doing. I haven't been watching very much YouTube lately. But I see, you know, I still am subscribed to all my channels and everything. So it seems like everybody's still coloring lots of, you know, like doing their streams and everything. I haven't watched any coloring stuff in a long time, I don't think. I haven't even watched Dee Dee in forever. Which, it is hard for me to watch her stuff because it's so long. But a lot of times I would watch it in parts, you know. But lately, I don't think I've watched her in months. Seriously, like months. And I didn't get sick too much. Usually I used to watch her when I got sick. Like if I came down with a cold. Oh, sorry. My boobs are knocking it over. Because I was adjusting the pillow that I'm got in my chair. Sorry about that, you guys. I will bring it back. I used to watch her when I would get sick. And so I'd be laying in bed, you know, and not have anything else to do for 3 hours, but sit and watch somebody color a page and make it beautiful. It's just always so enjoyable to watch her do that. But yeah, I was watching a lot of fashion videos at the start of the spring and summer. And a lot of makeup videos, because makeup always was like my first thing, you know, like my first love is, I love cosmetics. Well, I love everything equally. So I guess it's just like at certain times in your life, things like certain hobbies appeal to you more than others for whatever reason. And I really got back into the makeup, like scene, back around Christmas time, and that lasted into the spring. And then I was very much interested in updating my wardrobe for spring and summer, because I knew I needed to go through a lot of my clothes and get rid of them, declutter them, thrift, or give them to the charity, which I give my clothes to St. Vincent de Paul. And I did do that. So I was watching a lot of makeup videos and a lot of fashion videos, and I wasn't watching hardly any coloring stuff. And then I kind of quit watching YouTube altogether recently. Well, here and there. I always watch my friend Janie. If you watch any of my other stuff that's not coloring, you probably heard me talk about her before. I always watch her videos. She does beauty and skincare. But I just kind of, I don't know, just haven't been feeling like watching much YouTube lately. Guess there's a motorcycle going by. It's kind of clouding over, but we're not supposed to get rain until tonight, so hopefully it's not going to be so dark that you guys, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put my hand in front of there again. Hopefully it doesn't get so dark that you can't see what I'm doing. You're gonna watch me color a fairy's butt for an hour. Yeah, I didn't even notice it had clouded over. I like coloring out here though. I probably drive some people nuts the way I color, because like I just was over here and I jumped over here, and I know it doesn't make a smooth transition, but in the end I think if I blend it all in and everything, it doesn't really matter. So in August, I am going on a trip without Keith, and I'm really nervous about it. I'm going to miss him so much. Like, I'm seriously going to miss him so much. It's ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous how much I'm going to miss him. I'm going to an Avon convention. What the birds are being so crazy about. I'm going to an Avon convention in New Orleans the first week of August. And I'm nervous about it because I've been to New Orleans before, so it's not that I'm nervous about being in New Orleans. I have family that lives there, so that's not a big deal. I'm not going to be seeing them because I'm going to be occupied at the convention the majority of the time. But I'm just nervous about being so far away from him for so many days. And I know, like, to some of you guys, you're probably, like, rolling your eyes and thinking, girl, you're a grown woman, get over it. I'd love to get away from my husband for a week or whatever. But I'm just not like that. We're not like that. You know what I mean? We just like to be with each other, and we are lost without each other. And I married him because I wanted to be with him every day, not because I wanted to be away from him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm nervous, and I'm nervous to travel without him. When I go to my mom's, you know, sometimes I've stayed at my mom's. Well, when my stepdad passed, I stayed with my stepmom, or I stayed with my mother for a month, you know. But Keith was only an hour away, and he came out and stayed with us the night, you know, here and there while I was staying with her and everything. And it just, like, 5 days on the other side of the country from him kind of freaks me out. So we have a contingency plan in place.